Hey everybody. I debated on making this post. Didn't know if I could or not. But there were so many of you that were so kind and so many of you that followed along with our story the last 4 weeks. So I just wanted to tell you how much I appreciate your kindness and your love and your prayers and your support for the past 4 weeks. I'm sure most of you know by now that my darling husband went to heaven this morning. And my life will never be the same. But I just wanted to thank everyone that's followed along with our story, that's offered any form of encouragement. I appreciate it so much. So if you would just please continue to keep me in your prayers, and his mom and his sister, her family, our nieces, our nephews, our whole family. Just continue to please pray for us, because this is going to be a very difficult week. But just know that I appreciate y'all so much, and even though I didn't get the way that I prayed, I didn't get my answer, not the way I wanted, but Robert did receive his healing as soon as he stepped over into heaven. And I know he's had a wonderful time already, reuniting with his daddy and seeing all of his loved ones that started going on, and most of all seeing Jesus, because that's something he always dreamed about, was one day seeing Jesus. And he had such a vivid imagination, and he loved to talk about how he thought heaven would look and how he thought it would be. And now I know that he knows firsthand what it's like. So just like I said, please continue to pray for us. This is the hardest thing I've ever gone through. When I got the call this morning about 4 o'clock, 4:30, I knew it was bad news. And I think his heart just gave out. I think he was just tired. But he fought hard. He fought hard to come back home with me. But he got tired. And I'll always love him. I told him today when I went to see him after he had already passed, but they let April and me come over there. And I told him that I would always love him. And I will. So, just thank y'all for your support. Like I said, this is going to be a very tough week. And I've read all the comments from today. I haven't had time to answer everyone back. And there's sometimes I just had to stop for a while and come back to it later. But I want you to know that I'm still believing in what I know and not what I see or hear. And whenever I got the call this morning, the third time she called me back and let me know that he didn't make it. And I hung up the phone and I said, God, I don't understand, but I still trust you. And that's what I have to cling to, is that I can trust God through this situation. I don't understand it, but I do know that I can trust God with my life. So just continue to cover us in your prayers. Robert, his desire was to see people saved. And that was what I was really believing, that he was going to come through this victoriously, which he did. But he was going to be able to come back home with me and share his testimony, and people were going to be saved and lives were going to be changed. And it didn't work out the way I thought it would. But like my brother-in-law said today, look at how many people's lives were touched by our story. When I first started doing these videos, when he first got sick, I just did it as an easy way to update everyone. But it seemed like it just took on a life of its own, and it just kept going farther and farther and farther. And I had so many people thanking me and just telling me, how much they enjoyed watching the videos and how it helped them. And so, like Adam said today, we never know, down the road someone one day might come into contact with me and say, hey, I remember watching your story, and because of your husband and because of the story that y'all shared, I'm saved. And that would be worth it all. That's what Adam said. If it was just one person that got saved from our story, Robert would say it was worth it. So, I just thank y'all for being there for us and for continuing to pray for us. And like I said, I'm still believing in what I know, not what I see or hear. And I choose to believe the report of the Lord. Hashtag Waldo Warriors. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. Good night.